99% of supplements are a scam. 13 vitamins, minerals to never take. The Mega Multivitamin Scam. Why is DYMA exposing supplement scams? Because we always do what's right. And we love to teach. Okay, let's go. One of the leading supplement companies in the world, such as we can't say the name here, you can look it up. The maker of the popular brand, a top pharmacist-recommended vitamin line with estimated annual revenues in the hundreds of millions, including over $300 million in mineral supplement sales in recent years, heavily relies on elemental minerals like calcium carbonate, magnesium oxide, and other synthetic, inorganic forms as core ingredients across their multivitamins, mineral complexes, and standalone products. These elemental minerals, isolated chemical compounds rather than whole food sources, allow for precise dosing, long shelf life, and cost-effective mass production, enabling the company to dominate retail shelves in pharmacies and big box stores while generating substantial profits. Vitamins and minerals category. Same thing with synthetics. This approach prioritizes scalability and affordability over superior bioavailability, contributing to their strong market position and ongoing revenue success. However, these synthetic elemental minerals don't absorb as well as natural, plant-based alternatives like elderberry, rich in bioavailable antioxidants and immune-supporting compounds, or black seed oil, containing thymoquinone and essential fatty acids in their naturally occurring matrix. In steps, GMO corn onto the stage. GMO corn supplements. How does that taste? Not so good, right? This is part of the big supplement scam, the mega supplement scam. Many synthetic vitamins and supplements have a direct connection to genetically modified organisms, GMOs, through their modern industrial production methods, which rely on GMO-derived sources or genetically engineered microorganisms. For instance, synthetic ascorbic acid, vitamin C, is typically derived from GMO corn. Field corn is genetically modified, processed into glucose, and then fermented or chemically converted, while vitamins like B2, riboflavin, B12, cyanocobalamin, and sometimes beta-carotene are produced via fermentation using genetically engineered bacteria or fungi to boost efficiency and yield. This practice has grown significantly since the 1990s, replacing older chemical synthesis with biotech fermentation that leverages GMO microbes for cost-effective, large-scale output, a shift highlighted in reports from the Non-GMO Project, Organic and Non-GMO Report, and various industry analyses noting that even synthetic isolates can trace back to GMO feedstocks like corn or soy. Making low-quality supplements with the same GMO raises concerns. In contrast, truly natural forms from whole herbs like elderberry or black seed oil avoid these GMO-linked processes entirely, offering bioavailable nutrients in their native, synergistic matrix without engineered intervention. In the United States, the vast majority of corn grown is field corn, also known as dent corn or commodity corn, a starchy, low-sugar variety that's not typically edible in its raw form, like the sweet corn we enjoy on the cob, which makes up less than 1%. Instead, this field corn is heavily processed into derivatives such as high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, cornstarch, maltodextrin, corn syrup solids, and modified cornstarch. These cheap, versatile ingredients end up in a huge portion of processed foods, including cereals, snacks, sodas, and baked goods, and even many dietary supplements, chewable vitamins, protein powders, and meal replacements, where they serve as sweeteners, thickeners, binders, or bulking agents. Who do you think is buying all this field corn? Dent corn? The supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar giant, but behind the bottles and bold claims lies a harsh reality. 99% of store-bought supplements are a scam. Most products are loaded with low-quality ingredients, cheap fillers such as magnesium stearate, rice powder, or artificial colors, and nutrient forms that your body struggles to absorb effectively. The bit that does absorb is usually a small percent into your body. And don't mention a treatment versus a cure. This will get you into big trouble. Many people distrust big pharma for good reason. The pharmaceutical industry is structured around a profit model that thrives on ongoing treatments rather than outright cures or prevention. as lifelong medication generates far more revenue than one-time fixes. This same profit-driven mindset extends into the supplement world, where large pharmaceutical conglomerates and megacorporations have aggressively bought up popular supplement brands, such as pure supplement companies, doing encapsulations. By entering the dietary supplement market, these companies can capitalize on the booming wellness trend, producing and selling products cheaply while prioritizing shareholder returns over genuine health outcomes. The result is low-quality supplements loaded with inexpensive, poorly absorbed ingredients, fillers, and minimal effective doses that keep consumers coming back for more without truly addressing root causes or delivering meaningful long-term benefits. Lab analyses have repeatedly shown that many supplements contain far less of the advertised active ingredients than claimed, or sometimes none at all, with widespread issues like ingredient substitution, contamination, or heavy reliance on inexpensive bulking agents. Store-bought supplements are the worst. And a good example of this, or supplement stores. Consumers end up spending hard-earned money on products that provide little to no genuine benefit. One of the most notorious examples is the big multivitamin scam. These all-in-one powerhouse pills promise to cover every nutritional base in a single dose. Yet the science tells a very different story. Large-scale reviews from institutions like Harvard Health and the NIH's Office of Dietary Supplements have found little to no reliable evidence that store-bought multivitamin use prevents major chronic diseases, such as heart disease, cancer, or cognitive decline, in otherwise healthy individuals. Many of these products use poorly absorbed forms, like magnesium oxide, which has notoriously low bioavailability, and include megadoses of nutrients that your body simply flushes out as expensive urine. What looks impressive on the label is just clever marketing, dressed up as comprehensive nutrition. The supplement scam goes beyond ineffective dosing. Many scam supplements suffer from poor absorption, caused by binders and flow agents that interfere with nutrient uptake, tiny ineffective amounts hidden in proprietary blends, and low-grade sourcing that prioritizes cost over quality. This results in supplement scams that deliver minimal benefits while potentially introducing unnecessary risks, such as interactions with medications or unwanted side effects from questionable additives. That's where DYMA stands apart from the crowd. Unlike the overwhelming majority of brands that rely on hype over substance, DYMA exclusively on science-backed ingredients supported by references to PubMed studies. DYMA vitamin gummy formulas, ranging from elderberry for immune support to sleep gummies, feature high-quality, standardized natural herbal extracts designed for better bioavailability without harmful fillers or unnecessary additives. Like our ancient ancestors, this evidence-based approach ensures you're actually getting meaningful, research-supported benefits instead of empty promises. In an industry dominated by clever packaging and exaggerated claims, DYMA represents a refreshing shift toward transparency and real results. Whether you're looking to support daily wellness, boost immunity, or manage stress, choosing a brand that prioritizes proven, properly studied ingredients means investing in your health rather than falling for yet another overhyped product. The supplement aisle is filled with traps meant to drain your wallet while delivering little in return. Before you buy, take a close look at the ingredients, question the big promises, and seek out brands like DYMA that put science and quality first.
It's simply the best on the market today.
Does this one have the optimized curcumin?
1. Calcium carbonate. When you flip over a bottle of many popular store-bought supplements, especially cheap multivitamins or standalone calcium pills, you'll see calcium carbonate listed as the very first ingredient. Yes, limestone, aka rocks. Is that why the bottle is so heavy? This isn't a coincidence. Calcium carbonate, which is essentially derived from limestone or marble quarries, is one of the cheapest and most abundant forms of calcium used in the industry. Because ingredients are listed in descending order by weight, having calcium carbonate at the top means it makes up the bulk of the product. The majority of what's in the pill after the active nutrients are added. This rock-derived compound serves as both a source of elemental calcium and a cheap bulking agent, allowing manufacturers to produce large, impressive-looking tablets at minimal cost. The problem is that calcium carbonate is frequently a poor choice for effective supplementation. It requires sufficient stomach acid to break down and dissolve properly for absorption in the intestines. For many people, especially older adults with reduced gastric acid production or those on acid-reducing medications, absorption rates drop significantly unless taken with food. 2. Ascorbic acid. While ascorbic acid, the synthetic form of vitamin C commonly found in supplements, is generally safe and well tolerated at recommended doses, high intakes, typically above 2,000 mg per day, can lead to several negative side effects. The most common issues are gastrointestinal disturbances, including diarrhea, nausea, abdominal cramps, heartburn, bloating, and vomiting, primarily due to the osmotic effect of unabsorbed ascorbic acid drawing water into the intestines. Other reported effects from excessive consumption include headaches, flushing, dizziness, insomnia, fatigue, and in rare cases, erosion of dental enamel from prolonged high-dose exposure. More serious concerns arise in susceptible individuals. High doses may increase the risk of kidney stones by elevating urinary oxalate and uric acid levels, especially in those with a history of stones or renal issues. Potentially exacerbate iron overload in people with conditions like hemochromatosis, and interfere with certain medical tests, such as blood glucose or stool occult blood screenings. Although ascorbic acid has low overall toxicity, and most side effects are mild and reversible by reducing intake, those with pre-existing conditions like G6PD deficiency, which can lead to hemolytic anemia, or individuals on certain medications, should exercise caution and consult a healthcare provider before taking large supplemental amounts. Carbonate and ascorbic acid is because the incentive isn't to fix you through high-potency, bioavailable, science-backed nutrition that might reduce your reliance on supplements or medications over time. Their health solution is to maintain dependency, offer just enough perceived value to encourage repeat purchases, while cutting corners on sourcing, potency, and formulation to maximize margins in an industry worth tens of billions. Critics point out that when big players dominate, they chase short-term profits through cost-cutting, such as using subpar raw materials or synthetic versions, rather than investing in premium, evidence-based products that could truly support wellness and potentially compete with their more lucrative drug portfolios. This creates a conflict of interest. Companies that profit massively from treating chronic illnesses have little motivation to flood the market with high-quality supplements that promote prevention or natural recovery, as healthier populations mean fewer customers for expensive pharmaceuticals. By owning supplement lines, they can quietly capture the natural health dollar while ensuring the products remain basic and non-disruptive to their core business model. Ultimately, the supplement aisle, marketed as an empowering alternative to big pharma, is increasingly controlled by the same profit-first mentality. Consumers end up with overhyped bottles that promise vitality but deliver mediocre results, all while the parent companies rake in revenue from both sides of the health equation without truly committing to fixing underlying issues. The takeaway is clear. When massive corporations treat supplements as just another revenue stream, and supplement quality take a backseat to the bottom line, leaving everyday people paying for formulas designed more for sustained sales than sustained health. 3. Field corn, or dent corn, aka complex carbohydrate. Crazy, right? Is the field corn, dent corn, GMO? Yes, the vast majority of field corn grown in the United States is genetically modified GMO corn. According to the latest data from the USDA Economic Research Service and related reports, more than 90% of corn is field-grown GMO corn. Because GMO field corn is mass-produced and inexpensive, companies rely on it to keep costs low, resulting in widespread use of these low-quality corn byproducts that add little nutritional value and contribute to high sugar or refined carb content in everyday products. The GMO field cornstarch consists of long chains of glucose molecules, primarily amylose and amylopectin, linked together, making it a polysaccharide that the body breaks down more slowly than simple sugars for sustained energy release. In field corn, the endosperm, the largest part of the kernel, is overwhelmingly starchy, accounting for the bulk of its high carbohydrate content, around 70 to 75% of dry weight in mature kernels, with minimal simple sugars compared to sweet corn varieties. This makes field corn and its derivatives, like cornstarch used in processed foods and supplements, a source of complex carbs rather than quick digesting simple ones, though heavy processing can alter digestibility and nutritional impact. Sources confirming starch as a complex carbohydrate include nutritional analyses from Healthline, the American Diabetes Association, and various scientific overviews on corn composition. This reliance on field corn is made possible and profitable by massive federal subsidies funded by American taxpayers through programs like crop insurance premiums and commodity supports under the Farm Bill. Corn, primarily field corn, consistently ranks as one of the most heavily subsidized crops, with billions in annual support. $2 billion in federal subsidies in 2024 alone, part of a system where taxpayers have provided hundreds of billions over decades to prop up production of these commodity crops. Critics argue this distorts the market, making ultra-processed foods and supplements artificially cheap, while healthier options like fruits and vegetables receive far less support. Sources include reports from the Environmental Working Group, EWG, Farm Subsidy Database, the American Action Forum's Primer on Agriculture Subsidies, and analyses from outlets like the Washington Post and Grist, which highlight how these taxpayer-funded incentives flood the food supply and supplement industry with low-quality corn derivatives. Next, 4. Synthetic vitamin A. Synthetic forms of vitamin A, like retinol palmitate used in supplements and fortified foods, carry a higher risk of toxicity compared to natural sources. Excessive intake can lead to hypervitaminosis A, causing symptoms such as hepatotoxicity, liver damage, teratogenic effects in pregnancy, birth defects, weakened bones, skin issues, and in severe cases, idiopathic intracranial hypertension. Preformed synthetic vitamin A accumulates in the liver more readily than provitamin A carotenoids from food, increasing the potential for adverse effects even at moderate supplemental doses. A review in Nutrients 2021 and Stat Pearls NCBI emphasize that toxicity is more commonly linked to synthetic preformed vitamin A supplements than dietary sources. 5. Synthetic beta-carotene. High-dose synthetic beta-carotene supplements, particularly in smokers, have been shown to increase lung cancer risk rather than protect against it. Landmark trials like the alpha-tocopherol beta-carotene cancer prevention (ATBC) study and the beta-carotene and retinol efficacy trial (CAROT) demonstrated an 28% higher lung cancer incidence and elevated mortality in participants receiving beta-carotene, 20-30 milligrams per day. This pro-oxidant effect in the oxidative lung environment of smokers appears to promote tumor progression. Meta-analyses and PubMed reviews confirm no benefit in non-smokers and clear harm in smokers or those at high risk. 6. Folic acid, synthetic form. Folic acid, the synthetic version of folate used in supplements and fortified foods, differs from natural food folates in bioavailability and metabolism. High intakes can mask vitamin B12 deficiency, allowing hematological symptoms to resolve while neurological damage. Neuropathy progresses irreversibly. Concerns also exist about accelerating preneoplastic lesions or increasing risks for certain cancers. Colorectal in some populations, due to unmetabolized folic acid circulating in the blood. NIH Office of Dietary Supplements fact sheets and PubMed meta-analyses highlight these risks, especially in older adults or those with low B12, recommending natural folate sources over synthetic excess. 7. Synthetic B12. Cyanocobalamin, the most common synthetic form of vitamin B12 in supplements, contains a cyanide molecule that must be removed by the body for activation into usable forms, methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin. While the cyanide amount is tiny and generally safe, some studies suggest lower bioavailability or efficiency compared to natural coenzyme forms, particularly in individuals with metabolic issues. Concerns about potential cyanide accumulation with long-term high doses exist, though rare. PubMed comparisons favor methylcobalamin for better direct utilization, though both treat deficiency effectively. Cyanocobalamin remains widely used due to stability and cost. 8. Calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, a common inexpensive form derived from limestone, is poorly absorbed without sufficient stomach acid, making it less effective in older adults. It causes gastrointestinal side effects like constipation, bloating, and gas more frequently than better absorbed forms like calcium citrate. Absorption is meal dependent and lower in low acid states. NIH fact sheets, and PubMed
The analysis
meta-analyses
confirms the purity levels.
comparing carbonate versus citrate shows citrate's superior bioavailability, 22-27% higher, especially on an empty stomach. 9. Iron. Supplemental iron, ferrous sulfate, frequently causes significant gastrointestinal side effects, including constipation, nausea, abdominal pain, vomiting, and diarrhea, due to unabsorbed iron irritating the gut lining. A systematic review and meta-analysis in Paulo S1 found ferrous sulfate doubles the risk of GI issues compared to placebo in susceptible individuals. Excess can lead to iron overload and organ damage. PubMed studies emphasize these common, dose-dependent effects, making compliance difficult. 10. Magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide has notoriously low bioavailability, around 4% fractional absorption in some studies, meaning most passes through unabsorbed. This poor uptake results in laxative effects like diarrhea, especially at higher doses, rather than meaningful magnesium repletion.
As the #1 prescribed solution, this bottle represents the future of effective treatment.
With organic forms like citrate or glycinate, far superior for raising magnesium levels without prominent GI upset. 11. Synthetic vitamin D. Vitamin D2, ergocalciferol, the plant-derived synthetic form, is less effective than animal-derived D3, cholecalciferol, at raising and sustaining serum 25, OHD levels, the key marker of vitamin D status. Meta-analyses on PubMed show D3 produces greater increases in 25, OHD, and better suppression of parathyroid hormone, with D2 showing shorter duration and lower potency. While both treat deficiency, D2 is inferior for long-term maintenance, and high doses of either can risk hypercalcemia, though D3 is generally preferred. 12. Omega-6 fatty acids. Excessive omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acids, particularly linoleic acid from processed oils, are labeled pro-inflammatory due to arachidonic acid pathways producing eicosanoids. However, evidence is mixed. While they can contribute to mediators in imbalance, high omega-6/low omega-3 ratios, many studies show no direct increase in inflammation markers. An adequate intake may even be neutral or beneficial for cardiovascular health. PubMed reviews indicate the real issue is omega-3 deficiency rather than omega-6 excess, with high linoleic acid not consistently pro-inflammatory in balanced diets. 13. Copper. Copper supplements, when taken in excess or without balance, risks toxicity, including gastrointestinal upset, liver damage, hepatitis or cirrhosis and chronic overload, and neurological issues. It can disrupt zinc absorption, leading to imbalance and related deficiencies like anemia, neutropenia from zinc-induced copper issues, though reversed. In those with Wilson's disease or genetic predispositions, even moderate excess accumulates dangerously. PubMed and NIH sources note copper toxicity is rare from diet, but possible from high-dose supplements, emphasizing moderation and monitoring to avoid liver harm or mineral imbalances. Do you take any of these ingredients in your supplements? Let us know below.
This bottle represents the future of effective treatment.